Continuing with the skins for each class in Marvel Rivals is now the Strategist, but I'ma just call them the healers.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
A lot of people want his standard Guardian suit with the blue and red, but I wanted to match the Groot skin I had in my last video with an alternate skin being from the Space Knight story, when Venom took over the Guardians of the Galaxy and bonded to Rocket.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
Mantis' skins were really good so far, and I like how Rivals is so good at crossing over such vastly different concepts, like how Krakoa is in the year 2099, and Mantis has a skin where she basically merged with Krakoa, which is something that I never thought would have happened. Instead of one of her MCU costumes or something, like the Celestial Madonna, I went back to my Duelist video where I had a costume for Star-Lord being his 2023 appearance. And there is curiosity as to why Mantis looks like that. Mantis can basically swap her personalities with their own unique abilities, and so I opted for the one with the big giant fist, since she seems to be the most common one, and I'd like to see how Rivals would fit in the asymmetry.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
So I honestly don't know too much about Loki, and I don't even really play him, which is one of the reasons why there isn't separate gameplay for each character like my last video. But off the top of my head and trying to find some alternate skin ideas, I opted for classic Loki. I did always think classic Loki was pretty cool. Whenever I imagine Loki, I imagine he acts the way the classic one did, with genuine evil motivations and how cool he was, like fighting on par with the Silver Surfer, and even Rogue couldn't steal his powers. And in my Duelist video, I did say how I believe each character should be having their classic appearance as a design, so I'm going with classic Loki.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Another skin for Adam could definitely be his Magus form. Magus is a version of Adam from the future, who was corrupted to become truly evil, becoming basically an exact opposite of modern Adam. Because Magus is so dangerous, he thought that the only way to defeat him was to end his own life, preventing himself from becoming the Magus in the future. When Adam in the interaction says that he does have a dark side he purged, he's talking about the Magus. This costume would look pretty cool on Adam, especially with Rivals' creativity to the designs of the heroes. Adam doesn't usually look like this in the comics, but Rivals' design looks perfect on him, especially his more recent skin with the dragons, so a design from Rivals for Magus would look perfect.
I'm Luna Snow. Like the moon, I shine in darkness.
So a lot of fans like myself were definitely curious who Luna Snow was, since we never saw her in a comic before and she exploded in popularity. The reason being was that she didn't debut in a comic, she debuted in a video game, Marvel Future Fight. Her first appearance was here, and then she was adapted into Rivals, then into mainstream Marvel Universe. I couldn't really figure out a costume for her since she's had such a short appearance across all of her media, until I realized she also has costumes in her first game, such as her light, serious armor. This costume actually looks really nice, and it's easier to pull a skin from her first appearance rather than try to come up with a new idea, like her 2099 skin.
We are Cloak and Dagger. We are hope and fear.
A skin I'd like is their more classic appearance. Dagger's main costume is more modern looking with some sort of suit with a jacket over it, while Cloak appears to be a mist. But in their classic version, Cloak's outfit is more outlined and shaped along with the black and blue stripes that I think is a nice touch, while Dagger's costume can be based off the 97 appearance as well.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
So I'm insanely excited for the new Fantastic Four movie coming out, and of course I'm going to suggest the suit that she's going to wear in the movie, and there's a really good chance Rivals is going to implement that anyway, like how they did it with the Thunderbolts, giving us Winter Soldier from that movie. Susan doesn't really have too many different forms from what I can tell. She does of course have her Malice costume, but I wanted to choose a skin that was also unique, and I didn't want to go for this one where she's really fucking muscular, because so many people have gone for this. So I went to another universe, Marvel Dark Ages. Basically, it's if the Marvel Universe suddenly went out of power, no electricity at all, because a Celestial was merging and Doctor Strange created an EMP portal to drain it of all of its energy. But he died, leaving the portal open, causing all power in the world to go out. It's kind of like a Mad Max thing going on, which is an alternate universe trope I really like, and Susan Storm has a really nice outfit here. I like how she has other layers of pouches and other gear over her regular suit, which I think does match the setting of the story with how rough and rugged everything is now. Besides the Venom costume, by the way, at this point with how many characters that Venom and his symbiotes bonded with, there might as well be a symbiote event, which is a bunch of old costumes with the characters having a symbiote. I went for some of the actual costumes Jeff wears in the comics, like his business suits, that one time where he took a bunch of weapons and tools from other heroes like Doctor Strange's cloak and Falcon's wings. I do hope for more of an original idea besides his Krakoa skin being from Rivals' version of Atlantis and Talokan, because in Rivals, Namor is a combination of MCU Namor and comic Namor, along with both Atlantis and Talokan existing in Rivals. And there is lore to Jeff's and Namor's interactions, so maybe we can have an Atlantean/Talokan design for Jeff.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
Alcoholic Jazz Ultron. You heard that right. Every time Ultron gets destroyed, there's a new model of him, but there was one model that was set apart from the rest, Ultron 15, or I call him Alcoholic Jazz Ultron. For some reason, he switched from being a misanthropic genocidal AI to being a drunk that wears a trench coat, drinks till he's hammered at a jazz bar, and talks with a southern accent. What I find even funny is that he's not even really a threat. We already got the Thing in his trench coat, so we'll definitely need Ultron in that too. And an emote for him can just be chugging down mugs of beer. And with this, some emotes are infinite and don't end. I think it'd be perfect if this emote was infinite too, just chugging and chugging alcohol while my entire team just got KO'd. So I finally got every character now. I'm going to be focusing on other types of videos like video essays and power scaling in my Monsterverse videos. Of course, I'll be doing more rival stuff too, like how I'd fit other characters like Shang-Chi, Shocker, and Darwin into rivals, so stay tuned. I'm going to really lock in when it comes to making content because I do genuinely like it, and my laziness has caused my numbers to go down, and I do miss the interactions with y'all, so I will be uploading more content soon. So I'll see you guys soon. Please be kind to yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching.